Our next destination is the famous Jerusalem Synagogue. Even the exterior, a work of art. The interior, breathtaking. It's also known as the Jubilee Synagogue, as it was originally named for the Silver Jubilee of Emperor Franz I of Austria. The synagogue is a beautiful hybrid of Art Nouveau and Moorish revival styles. Built in 1906. A fascinating fact, during a survey in January 2003, a parchment scroll was found under the marble slab to the left of the ark, having been there for almost a whole century. It was a handwritten document containing a description of the building, history, and builders, even a list of the craftsmen involved in the construction. The document ended with the following text. This document was drawn up in commemoration of the successful completion of the building and is signed by all those who were involved in the construction. May this temple survive many centuries and testify in the distant future to the devoutness of its founders. May it fully serve its purpose for all time to bring together worshippers in a place where they can uplift their souls to the Creator. May the Lord give. Dated 16th of September 1906. Almost 120 years later, it still stands majestic, a testimony to the skill and devotion of its founders. Their lives long ended, their work lives on. There were two interesting photo exhibits in the women's gallery upstairs. One was of the history of the Jewish community of Prague from 1945 to the present day, and gives a fascinating insight into the struggles that existed after the Holocaust, and especially during the communist era. The second, Jewish monuments and their reconstruction after 1989, highlights the extent of the loss of the Jewish community throughout the Czech Republic and the efforts to save as many Jewish synagogues and other monuments as possible. They certainly did an excellent job. This is indeed a very beautiful synagogue. In fact, it's the most beautiful synagogue that I ever visited. I was especially intrigued by the varied styles of architecture employed. Very colorful, majestic in the extreme, even a pipe organ. A fascinating exhibition of 3D photographs completed the experience. On reflection, we could easily have just walked past this place and taken a couple of shots from the outside. But when I look back on our visit to Prague, it was one of the most fascinating things that we saw. Its history certainly giving insight into the plight of the Jewish people in Europe last century. From there we got our last views of Prague before heading to the airport. A fitting way to end a thoroughly enjoyable visit. As we did so, the Prague siren was having a test. The siren will go off in the event of a major disaster, like an earthquake. Fortunately, it was only a test.
They are practicing the siren here at 12 noon today.
So what's the verdict? Prague has always been on our bucket list of places to visit, but I have to say, it far exceeded all our expectations. I certainly want to visit again. So we took an Uber back to our hotel, picked up the suitcases, and the Uber dropped us at the airport. We checked in, got a snack, a coffee and an orange juice. And soon boarded the plane. Our bohemian adventure at an end. Next stop, Luton Airport. An hour and 15 minutes later we arrived. Tomorrow we shall fly to Bridgetown, Barbados in the Caribbean and cruise to 11 Caribbean islands.